Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo January 17, 2025. It's probably best to aim to be discreet and avoid acting out today. Instead, observing and taking notes are better due to a Sun-Mars opposition. You are more visible than usual with the Sun in your solar house, challenged by retrograde Mars in your home and family sector. Moodiness of family members or troubles on the home front are quite possible now. If people are not as warm as you might like them to be, do your best to set feelings aside and instead concentrate on things you can do to improve. However, do pay close attention to any emotional slush, anger, or resentment that surfaces now, as you might better understand some of the tension that has recently been with you. The good news is that whatever emerges is hard to ignore, thus beginning the process of working things through. Dark energy is afoot. You may feel burnt out and in need of hiding. This is because we are experiencing a cosmic war in the sky. As our great luminary, the Sun stands across the heavens from the red planet Mars, the ruler of anger and war. Everyone will be triggered and wrathful. As these great powerhouses curse at one another, everyone will be ready for battle, facing challenges, heartbreak, or frustration at every turn. Do not engage with this rocky energy, even if you're feeling frustrated and tense. Try to ground yourself in your emotions and find a sense of serenity. You can only know if you want them to. Save face in your work life, as the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer. Recently, your personal life has become more chaotic than usual. You could have experienced more conflict with your loved ones, housemates, and neighbors. You might also feel you need more support with your personal goals and obligations. Thankfully, this may translate to something other than your work life or professional reputation. In fact, your colleagues might not even suspect a thing if you have been on a roll at work. Keep yourself grounded during the next few days through walking, running, yoga, any form of exercise that involves the ground itself. The high emotional energy brought on by today's planetary lineup can make you feel touchy and slightly uneasy around friends or close loved ones. Keep yourself slightly apart through a regular exercise practice. A healthy focus on your inner life will help bridge the gap between your sensitive mood and reality. Family is the focus of this day. Do not be surprised if new things occur on the home front as a result of this. Be wary about getting into situations that could cause a recurrence of sibling rivalry today. With your headstrong nature, you may not be able to let it go if something were to occur. Instead, spend time reminiscing over childhood adventures. You may even end up resurrecting some of those old family traditions that you used to hold so dear. While there is a brief reprieve after yesterday's full moon put your work and life balance under pressure, before it picks up again from tomorrow when the Sun and Mars go head-to-head, today's playful and creative lunar vibes are the perfect chance to balance the scales. This first visit since Mars left last week and 7 days after Mercury ended all planetary activity in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery. In the heart of the working week, today's focus on the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence can put things in perspective. While today's romantically charged lunar vibes are facing headwinds from the working week, a day after the first full moon of 2025 delivered some powerful work and life balance reminders, there is a chance to put this into practice. The moon is only in your romantic sector for a few days. After Mars left last week, you no longer have the luxury of a rain check. Our eyes in the sky. When the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer, you may feel an unusual sense of imbalance, as though the universe is nudging you to test your patience and resilience. This celestial opposition can make even simple tasks seem daunting, and you might find your motivation waning. On days like this, it's essential to remember the power of a deep breath and a moment of grounding. Have you ever paused amidst chaos to center yourself, only to realize that calmness could completely transform your perspective? Such moments remind us of the importance of composure, allowing us to navigate challenges with clarity and grace. It's not uncommon during these times to encounter individuals who seem to test your limits, intentionally or not. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, the key is to remain centered and not let their actions dictate your emotional state. Reflect on a time when you successfully kept your cool in a tense situation. How did that affect the outcome? Often, it is our calm response that de-escalates conflicts and turns a potentially negative encounter into a positive learning experience. These are the moments that underscore our strength and resilience, reinforcing our ability to handle adversity with grace. Low energy levels might accompany these emotional tests, making it even more challenging to push through the day. However, it's important to acknowledge that everyone has off days, and it's perfectly okay to feel less than your best. On such days, self-compassion becomes your greatest ally. Think about a time when you gave yourself a break and allowed space for rest and recuperation. Didn't that make all the difference in how you felt afterward? By embracing self-care, you give yourself permission to recharge, which ultimately helps you regain your strength and focus. Interestingly, making a conscious effort to be friendly and open, even when you're feeling low, can have a surprising impact. Your warmth and genuine interest in others can brighten not just your day but also the days of those around you. Have you ever noticed how a simple act of kindness can ripple outward, creating a positive atmosphere? These gestures, small as they may seem, can leave lasting impressions and foster deeper connections. The joy of seeing someone smile because of your kindness can be incredibly uplifting and a reminder of the power of human connection. Sometimes, minor disagreements with friends or loved ones arise, and it's easy to blow them out of proportion. However, it's crucial to remember that these small conflicts are often just that small. They don't threaten the strength of a solid relationship. Offering a sincere apology when you've said something regrettable can mend fences quickly. Have you experienced the relief and renewed closeness that comes after resolving a misunderstanding with a heartfelt apology? Such moments teach us about the resilience of our relationships and the importance of communication in maintaining them. Even when everything seems to be going well, you might feel a lingering sense of dissatisfaction, perhaps yearning for more recognition or special treatment. It's worth considering whether these desires are realistic or if they might be setting you up for disappointment. Letting go of unfulfilled expectations can be liberating. Have you ever felt a weight lift after releasing an unrealistic goal? Embracing what is can bring peace and contentment, helping you focus on the positives rather than what's missing. Your charm and openness make you a magnet for people, and your ability to strike up meaningful conversations with strangers is a gift. These spontaneous connections can lead to enriching experiences for both you and the people you meet. Have you ever had a random encounter that left you feeling uplifted and inspired? Such interactions highlight the beauty of openness and the unexpected joys it can bring into our lives. In financial matters, it's prudent to stay cautious and flexible. With the future's inherent unpredictability, making significant financial moves without thorough consideration could lead to regret. Have you ever been thankful for pausing to reflect before making a major financial decision? Taking time to weigh your options ensures that you're making informed choices, safeguarding your resources, and setting yourself up for future stability.